What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We in here on the Tuesday morning. You understand? We just trapping on a Tuesday. Y'all already know how we do it. Let's get it. Give me a 1 if everything sounds lovely. I appreciate all the love and support. And you already know we need you to hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get it. Shout out to my brother HTM Sports in the building. You understand? Shout out to Jameson Taylor, Michael Lockhart, Kelvin Hicks, Swain, the bad influence in here with me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Elda Lockhart. Of course, them Lockharts coming in deep. You understand? We appreciate the whole Lockhart family. Peas Fuego in the building. Double Law in the building. Miss Regina Green with the green. Miss Patrice Langford in here with me. Big Benny Rich, you understand? My partner Kyle Main in this thing. Let's get it. Shout out to Aaron Lewis and appreciate all the love and support. We got King G, Gary Murphy, Travis, you understand what's happening? Shout out to Roscoe Shannon in the building, Justin Kitchen in the building over there on Facebook, John Cofield on Facebook. Shout out to my Facebook family over there, man. I really appreciate y'all too, man. Don't never think I don't appreciate y'all. And shout out to my 3 members I got over there on Facebook, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with the squad. Let's get it. Hit that like and share, man. But you already know how we start things off in the trap. You understand? We got to make sure these haters on their job. You already know that. We got to put them to work. Let's get it. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. We feeling good this morning. We just trapping on a Tuesday. That's all. We just trapping on a Tuesday. It's a trap Tuesday, you understand me? Let's get it. Hey. Let's get it. Hey. We got some nefarious news going on and everything, man. Let's get these likes and shares up. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Captain America in the building. Thomas A. Garrett in the building. Scott Ricks in the building. Rozzy King in the building. Let's get it. Damn Dizzle. What's happening? Let's get it. Let's go. We gotta put them haters to work, man. You understand? Let's get it. Shout out to Joe Van Brooks. Shout out to You Got Us the Poet. What's wrong, Javan? Good grief. Let's get it. Hey. Hey. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. What's happening? What's happening? Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching us from a phone. But I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. I promise. Make no mistake about it. I hope everybody's having a good morning. But I think it was a bird or a plane. What was that? Oh. Just nefarious news, of course. You understand? Shout out to everybody rocking. Say Mike is peaking. Okay, hold on. Let me see what the problem is. Give me 1 second. That's why I asked y'all in the beginning, but we'll get it right 1 second. Bam. Let's see. Bam. What about now? How about now? They ain't give me no love back then, but how about now? I should be good right now. Give me a 1 if it sounds better right now. Please, before I continue, let me see. Say I'm good now? Okay. Well, let's get into the show. I appreciate that. Sorry for the complications. I do it live. Let's get it. Bam. Now, this is the news that we got going on, man. Shout out to my guys, West Coast Cowboy and HTM Sports. We will be interviewing Mr. Kelvin Joseph in the building. We will be. Make sure y'all come through and support, man. I think this is going to be a great interview. We got a lot of things we want to ask this young man. And, hey, he's stepping up to the plate. I can't wait to do it. Let's get it. We trapping. So let's get it, man. I hope everybody come through and support that. We kind of pushing this movement going on in the community, man. We trying to be the ones that come bring y'all this exclusive content, man. So shout out to West Coast Cowboys. Shout out to HTM Sports. We coming at these boys' neck, man. We had they talk with it. Let's get it. So moving along, let's see some news. Now, videos. Trayvon Diggs out here putting in that work, man. He out there putting in that work. Now, you can check out that footwork. It looks good. He doing wide receiver type drills, man. Hip movement, ready to change direction at any given time. You know, that's that elite type work that he putting in, man. That's gonna get him over the top. And make no mistake about it, you need all of this when you're doing that in-depth, defensive back drills. Because they trying to change direction at the drop of a dime. You want to move your hips. You don't want to get caught lacking in that area. So shout out to Trey. You already know he got them elite ball skills. So I can't wait. They said my bad a little bit loud still, bro. Hold on. He said your mic still a little bit loud. Let me see. How about now? What we sounding like now? Let me see for myself. Y'all give me 1 second. I don't want to be busting your eardrum. We do it live. We building this plane wise in the air, so forgive me. Let me see. I want to be busting your eardrum. I don't sound too bad. We do it live. We building this plane. I just turned it down a little bit. Let me turn it down just a little bit more. Let's just turn it down just a little bit more so we won't be shattering eardrums in here. Let me see. Okay. That should be good. So let's see. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, give me a one if that's good on y'all end. But this is the projected salary for Mr. Trayvon Diggs, y'all. It says 4 years, $81 million. Good grief. That's a lot of money, but you getting a top tier all pro level corner. They said they drive with their music loud. Oh, okay. Hopefully we good now. But this is the projected salary for Mr. Trayvon Diggs. $81 million in total, $20.25 million annually. And, you know, like I said, for them top-tier players, you got to give top-tier money. That is what it is. I know a lot of people think everything in this life gives you a discount or a bargain, but, hey, not when it comes to exclusive top high-end players. They don't work like that. Trayvon has been an exceptional corner for the last 2-3 years, so you got to pay the man. So that's just how it is, and I can't wait. I hope they gonna get it over with and don't drag the man's name. I just want to keep my top-tier corner. You won't find a better ball hawk. You won't find a better young corner in this league, in my opinion. I feel like he's top tier. So, and then you already got him on your team. You might as well reward the young man and pay him. That's just my opinion on it. So let's get it. Bam, it says the Cowboys, shout out to Michael Gelkin on Twitter. He says the Cowboys have discussed Terrence Steele as an outside-the-box option at left guard, but no move has yet been made as teams sort through their great problem. A leaner Steele is focused on right tackle and rehab from ACL, MCL, and MPFL tears. So I think that is a good problem when you got so many good old linemen, you don't even know what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? I think that is a good problem when you put it into that type of, you know what I'm saying, when you think about it in that way. I really do think it's a good problem. But I don't know with Terrence Steele's size, man. He's so tall. He's so big that I don't know if he can fit at guard. I know he plays like a guard, but I'm just a little concerned about his build. You know, you want your guards to be able to fight in that phone booth and, you know, physically dominate people, throw them left and right. And that's the style he play in. I'm just concerned about how big he is getting squished into that small area. But I believe he can do it. I just want to see it first. That's all. So I'm kind of encouraged on our offensive line, especially if they putting him at guard. So this is just a clip on Tyler Smith. Shout out to Cowboys Can fan on Instagram. He says, build as a raw athlete following his selection as the 24th overall pick last year. Smith exceeded expectations by displaying versatility at the position, flexibility as a rookie. Smith's ability to seamlessly flip-flop between guard and tackle helps Mike McCarthy put his best 5 blockers on the field. That's what we want too, y'all. That's what we want. We want our best blocker. But he says, let's see. In addition, Smith's impressive work on the edges gives the Cowboys an insurance policy to protect against another Tyron Smith injury at left tackle. The younger Smith could really see his star rise with continued technical refinement in 2023. I absolutely agree. I'm happy for him. I don't know. I'm absolutely happy for him, man. I think we drafted the best tackle in that draft class, and I think he showed up and showed everybody that doubted him wrong. And he graded out better than all the rest of the tackles in that draft class. So the Cowboys kind of know what they doing, man. They kind of know what they doing. Shout out to Stick Up Kid and Willie Vasher. I hope the Vaughn saying I'm good. So, you know, I'm trying to get on with the show, man. I hated the technical difficulties trying to hate me out, but let me know if them good ones. But I'm glad that we did draft Tyler Smith. I know a lot of people had a lot of doubt in him. They wasn't all the way sold on him and what his abilities could be, but I think it was a phenomenal pick when you take that into consideration now. When you sit back and look at him compared to the rest of the tackles that was in the draft, I believe we did a great job. The Cowboys knocked it out the park. And exactly what they said, we asked him to play guard and tackle. This man didn't even have a title when he first got in here. What he was saying, y'all, he was saying, I'm a left side player. You remember that? Trap. This man was saying he was a left side player, so that's putting a lot of stress on your young rookie to learn 2 different positions at one time coming in the first year. Shout out to Skywalker Steel in the building, man. What's happening with you, sir? Shout out to you. Yeah, I think so too, man. I really think he gonna cut up, Sky. I really do, because like I said, we put a lot of stress on him just for him to be able to be this versatile player year one. And he's coming from Tulsa. Like, that's not like the biggest school in the world, but he still stepped right in and did whatever we was asked. And then have the nerve to come right back the next offseason and say, just point to the position and I'm going. I love that. Trap. He willing to do whatever it takes for the team. Shout out to Cole's Cowboys in the building, man. I got my content creator showing love today, man. Shout out to y'all. But I really think Tyler Smith is really like what can I say? He represents the team well in far as the mindset and the mentality that I want us to be in. I was sold on Tyler Smith after I seen his interviews. Once I seen Tyler Smith interviews, I said, hey, man, I'm with him. And I really wasn't concerned about his tape anyway. But once I heard the mentality and the mindset, then we seen him come in day one and lose all this weight, showing us that he's working. Man, y'all better quit playing with Tyler Smith. And just to be fair, man, you know, we gave the Cowboys a lot of criticism. A lot of people did when we made that pick. So now, you know, a lot of us wasn't too pleased about the picks that we made this year. So maybe we need to get on board just a little grace. Just maybe. Because we be wrong sometimes too, you know. We be wrong sometimes, you know. So I think it's just fair to give everybody that fair shot when they coming in the door. Just root for the players. They got a star on their helmet, so we want them to do good. So let's continue. Let's see. Bam. They said, shout out to PFF duos on the top 32 wide receivers. And, of course, your Dallas Cowboys have 2 of them. And Sirius finna try to interrupt me. Would you stop, please?
Okay. I found this on the web for set up the PFL duos on the artist to top 32 hours. And, of course, your Dallas.
Shut up. See that? Siri be hating on me, y'all. But your Cowboys have the number, they said, out of all the receiver duos in football, 1, 2, 3, 4, they got us ranked 4. And I ain't too mad at that. But I think once we get on the field, we gonna see a difference. We gonna see us turn up. We might be able to get that number 2 spot. You know what I'm saying? From them filthy Philadelphia Eagles. We might be able to take that position over. What y'all think in the trap? I think we got a good shot, man. And like I said, every time you seen Dak Prescott rock with a slot receiver, he's been producing at an astronomical level. He balled out every single time. So I love it. I already know that my quarterback gonna shut up a lot of haters this year. So, whether you high or low on Dak Prescott, that's on you. But he will show you what time it is. We got a trio low key, Cal Bundy. We do. You're right about that. But let's see. Now this is the lowest INT percentage of all time. Minimum 1,500 pass attempts. And you got Aaron Rodgers at 1, Jacoby Brissett at 2, Patrick Mahomes at 3, Tyrod Taylor at 4, Tom Brady at 5, Colin Kaepernick at 6, Justin Herbert at 7, Russell Wilson at 8, Daniel Jones at 9, and then you got Dak Prescott at 10. Now, when I see players like Jacoby Brissett and Tyrod Taylor and them in lists like this, it do take a little knock at the credibility of the list. But to be fair, I feel like those 2 players are more reserved players. They're not going to be gunslinging type players. They're going to throw the ball when it's open. They ain't going to take too many risks. So I wouldn't just completely discredit the list because they on here. Jacoby Brissett is a mobile quarterback who's going to, make a smart throw. He's not going to take too many risks. Same for Tyrod Taylor and Colin Kaepernick as well. He going to move around and try to find an open guy. He's not going to be trying to thread the needle much. So that'll decrease your interception percentage for sure. But, I see Dak Prescott on here, but the narrative is that he's the captain of the interception team all of a sudden. Trap. See, this is why you don't sit up and, think about everything the mainstream people talk to you about and tell you about, because your quarterback has never in his life been one of the higher interception quarterbacks. He's just not have ever been that guy. So I don't think it's fair to put that narrative on him when this is not who he ever been. Of course, he had a few extra ones last year, but I don't think that was a good representation of what kind of quarterback he is. I feel like that was an outlier year, and I think he's going to get back to being Mr. Efficient, Mr. Safe Dak Prescott without doing all this crazy stuff like he usually be. And he won't have to take all these risks. And did you hear him say that he finally going to be able to go back to improvising? This is something that he was not able to do under the option routes. When you let Dak Prescott improvise, now he don't have to take these iffy, tight, thread the needle type passes in the middle of the field all the time and just trying to make something out of nothing, especially with this questionable and subpar play calling that we were seeing from Mr. Kellen Moore. So if you think about that, now you actually got the defense on the ropes. And when you look at Mike McCarthy that knows what he want to do, he got a plan the way he call plays. Now the defense going to be at our disposal. We going to be at the advantage. So we ain't got to worry about Dak trying to make something out of nothing or trying to do too much. We going to be the ones that's the aggressor far as that competition go. We going to be the aggressors. Trap. And that's just the benefits to you having a scheme. When you have a real scheme, now the defense is, they vulnerable because they don't know exactly what you're going to do. That's one thing that we didn't have an identity last year, and I think that's going to do well. That's going to work wonders for us as a team, especially playing complementary football along with that. I'm telling y'all, Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy finna turn up, y'all. I really see this. Trap. So let me get finished with the graphic. Bam. Now shout out to Patrick No. C. Walker from Dallas.com. He says, keep an eye on Deuce Vaughn as more than just a gadget guy, especially in the first round of OTAs are any indication. So he's saying that they using Deuce Vaughn in more ways than that, and I'm excited about it, man. I want to see what he do. I just thought this right here was a cool picture. The ex-teammates now in a different place, and they still working at it with each other, man. I think these guys finna add a big-time shift of leadership with this team, with the Cowboys, and we need it at both positions when you think about it, y'all. Trap. Now, I ain't acting like CD Lamb. I ain't him or nothing now.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
CD is him, but at the same time, it's just certain things in life you gotta learn with experience. You just can't nobody tell you about it. You remember when mama used to say, just keep living, just keep living. I know my mom used to say that. Trap. We were hard-headed. We thought we knew everything. Mama used to just point her finger, just keep on living. You think you know everything. So some stuff you just got to learn with experience, and I think that's what Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore going to bring to the room. And they players who already, the players admire already. You seen how they was fighting over the jerseys with Trayvon Diggs and that was Trayvon Diggs and Michael fighting over Stephon Gilmore jersey. And then, Lord and behold, he comes and be a Cowboy the next year. So you already know it ain't no fake energy. It ain't no fake love. These people really do admire these players. And they really are excited about what's to come with these boys being added to this team. Real talk. This is no cap. This is no cap at all. I just love it, man. I think this is crazy. Like, y'all know we the Cowboys, right? It used to be a time where most of our additions be overhyped and just going crazy. It seems like they sleeping on these moves right here, don't it, y'all? It seems like they sleeping on these. I hear nothing but like negativity because they a little long in the tooth. I don't hear a lot of people like, ooh, the Cowboys gonna do this. Ooh, the Cowboys gonna do this. I'm telling you right now, that's good for us. We gonna be under the radar and we gonna come out and go crazy on these boys. Brandon Cooks is a phenomenal addition to this team. Stephon Gilmore is a phenomenal addition to this team. But all you hear from the mainstream media is like, they just got Brandon Cooks. They just got Stephon Gilmore. But when these boys get on this field and start changing our life, it's going to go crazy. So this is why you need your content creators, because we going to bring it back down to perspective. We ain't going to let them just push our moves to the side. We got drastically better in free agency and with just letting Kelly Moore go. So I'm telling you right now, it seems like the Cowboys are making common sense moves that we didn't think they'll make. And they finally did it, and they doing everything we need to do. They making common sense moves, y'all. These boys is in trouble. I'm going to tell you that right now. They in trouble. When you get the Cowboys to making common sense moves, bro, y'all in trouble. But let's talk about this article. Let me see. This article they got on here about the OTA people. So let's see. Bam. Okay. They got 4 players. Shout out to, I think this Blogging the Boys. They got 4 Cowboy players who are already turning heads at OTAs. The Dallas Cowboys return to practice field this week for organized team activities, and the excitement surrounding the team is palpable. Palpable with veteran acquisition Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore in attendance and taking their first official practice reps with the team. Through training camp is still 2 months away, OTAs presented a great opportunity for players to leave a lasting impression on the coaching staff. They saying Michael Gallup is number 4. Gallup is a veteran, so his inclusion comes with an asterisk. Okay, with the asterisk. That said, fans are searching for any reason to jump back on Gallup's train after his poor 2022 following ACL surgery. Gallup has been adamant that he's fully healthy and confident for the first time in 2 years, and early returns at OTAs back that up. According to Michael Gelkin of the Dallas Morning News, Gallup caught passes on consecutive plays during the team 2-minute 7-on-7 drill. Gelkin added, Gallup is moving comfortably, and that would have had a touchdown if not Stephon Gilmore getting a hand on the pass in the end zone. That's Gilmore in a nutshell, but Cowboy fans have to love hearing Gallup is back clicking on all cylinders. I love to hear that, y'all. Like, everybody been talking about Gallup. Did y'all hear Jalen Tolbert say he felt like Gallup was getting back to himself? He even mentioned that too. So, hey, I'm telling y'all, man, maybe MG is back to himself. That's good news for the Dallas Cowboys. So, let's see who the second person. Mr. Cavante Turpin making noise out here. It says the NFL is moving towards eliminating kickoffs after they approve foul catches on kickoffs to be spotted at the receiving team's 25-yard line, but you wouldn't know it based on Turpin's performance. For starters, he's been the only player taking return reps, which suggests he doesn't have any competition for that role. Now, that's pretty surprising when you think about it, y'all. Because a lot of people was kind of like suspicious, thinking that Deuce Vaughn might be assuming that role sometimes too. So, hey, Cavante Turpin got a defined role already. He's still the number 1 return man according to the OTAs. Excuse me. They said more noteworthy, though, is the fact that Turpin has extensive reps with the first team offense. Oh, man. It's important to note the wide receiver room is full, healthy, unlike last offseason when CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup were banged up. Cowboy fans banged the proverbial table for Turpin to get more looks on offense, while their wishes went unfulfilled in 2022. Absolutely. Perhaps Mike McCarthy envisions a gadget player of sorts for the former undrafted free agent that would add another dimension to an already star-studded offense. Hey, I'm excited about that. It seems like Mike McCarthy is not gonna just let Turpin just collect dust on the bench like Kellen Moore was doing. It's simple that you can get Cavante Turpin involved. It don't take rocket science. The man runs a 4.2. The man can just be a decoy at the very least. So at least it seems like Mike McCarthy gets it. He understands that this dude has a different type of talent level that you just can't ignore. You must get him involved in the game plan some kind of way, man. That's all we was saying. Now, I thought this right here was interesting. And we will be having him on the show tomorrow. Shout out to West Coast and HTM. So they said the number 2 person that's making noise in OTAs, we're just as surprised as you, seemingly on the roster bubble and on his final chance to prove himself. The Cowboys coaching staff, Joseph, clearly entered organized team activities with a chip on his shoulder. Hey. Joseph spent the first 2 years as an outside corner. Poor play last season restricted him to a special teams player. To start OTAs, Joseph has worked with the safeties, but saw most of his reps at nickel corner. Hey, that's very interesting. So a lot of people got their antennas up talking about he was at safety, but, they still doing majority of the reps at nickel corner. So it seems like it's going to be a healthy competition between him, Jordan Lewis, Deron Bland. I feel like Deron Bland's spot is pretty solidified, but hey, they don't want to give up on this high second round pick with all this talent. So I guess they're going to give him every opportunity possible to be successful. So I'm for it, man. Like, let the best man win. That's why I'm in with. Let the best man win. And they said Joseph has worked with the safeties, but saw most of his reps at nickel corner, which he hasn't played since high school. Though raw at the position, Joseph logged an impressive pass breaking up on 7-7 drills. He would have blown up a short pass on the very next play, but Mike McCarthy has de-emphasized contact this year. It's extremely early in the process, truly as early as can be, but Joseph's performance has been a pleasant surprise, y'all. A pleasant surprise. And y'all know nobody, none of the beat writers, none of these people was in the business of giving Kelvin Joseph compliments last year. They wasn't. So you better believe that he truly earned these words that they typing up. Like, Kelvin Joseph was not in nobody's like good graces. He was pretty much in the doghouse for a lot of media platforms. So to hear this is very significant. I think we need to really take this into consideration and like understand how big this is for the young man. So I hope he can build on this and continue to do better and better. So let's see who the next person is. Number 1, it is the 6th round draft pick, Deuce Vaughn, man. Vaughn made the highlight of Thursday's practice when he caught a 45-yard pass from third stringer Will Grill on 7-7 drill. You out there doing the wide receiver stuff, Deuce? Ah, man. They said the pass was underthrown. Yeah, that sounds like Will Grill on the job. But Vaughn showed great instincts and ball skills to track the ball and come back to make the sliding grab. Man, why they can't let us see this, man? Good grief. I want to see that. That sounds interesting to me. They just want to tease us with these words, but it's all good. It said it stands to reason that the pass might have been intercepted or batted away if Mike McCarthy allowed more contact. So it seemed like it wasn't even that real, but hey, I just want to see the running back making catches like that. The head coach was fined each of the previous 2 years for having too much contact at OTAs, but that takes nothing away from Vaughn. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I like them kind of fines. Hey, if you gonna fine my coach for working hard, that's the type of fine I want to see. I'm sorry. Y'all know with the NFLPA, they done kind of made this offseason stuff a little more soft, a little more favorable for the players. Now, I ain't saying the players don't need time off, but hey, I think some of that stuff that was going on in the old school, it stood the test of time because it was working. So I don't know about all these changes. We might need to do a little more than other teams. We trying to go get 6. That's what I'm on. That's all I'm saying, though. That's all I'm saying. It says Vaughn's receiving ability is part of what attracted the Cowboys to him. While folks grew accustomed to Vaughn's catching shorter passes at Kansas State and making defenders miss after the catch, the coaching staff will love knowing the rookie 6th round pick can make plays down the field. This surely won't be the first time Vaughn's impresses during the offseason program. He had a knack with the Wildcats for making explosive plays out of nothing. He figures to be a regular on the offseason highlight reel. Hey, man. This young man is determined to show everybody this not just cause he got a daddy, you know what I'm saying? This ain't just cause of that. They want this man, he want to show everybody that he really deserved this opportunity that he's been given. So I'm excited about Deuce Vaughn, man. I can't wait to see what he do for the rest of the OTA season. Trying to make sure I ain't miss nothing because I can't see nothing the whole time I'm reading those. But shout out to Miss You Got It, the poor with the $5 super. She says, congrats on the fire interviews. You, Henny, and West Coast putting in that work, and we appreciate y'all. Keep elevating and creating. The fan base needs it. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Shout out to my guy, JC Cowboys Network in the building. What's happening? But how y'all feeling about that article, man? I'm excited about it. That jump made me excited. I'm sitting up here hearing Deuce Vaughn making 45-yard catches, y'all. Hey, we lit, ain't it, y'all? We lit. You know, I think I told y'all, man, if you ever been in the locker room, if you ever been in competitive sports, it don't got to be football. But it's just something about that competitive nature when it come to men for sure. Like, we going to take any dig at you we can. Like, any dig possible, we trying to come at your top. Like, we ain't going to let you leave. We ain't going to let you live. So, you know them players out there like, hey, you only here because your daddy, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we... That's just how we do, man. I don't know. Like, some people, it ain't made for TV. It is what it is. That's just how competitive it gets when you in a competitive nature like this. Like, football brings out that dog in most players that got it in them. So you better believe that if you get somebody like a Deuce Vaughn that got a pops that work there, them boys going at them, y'all. You already know that. Them boys is going at them. They like, bro, you wouldn't even be here if it weren't for your daddy. You know what I'm saying? So Deuce gonna have to be one of them gangsters that can make it through all that and not care about what other people say. Bruce got a ties. Juice said the Deuce is loose. I can't wait to hear that while he breaking off a 70-yard run all of a sudden in the playoff game that get us over the hump. You understand me? That'll be great. That'll be music to my ears, man. I can't wait. Excuse me. Troy Moore says, wish we could have Hard Knocks during this year. You ain't lying, boy. Because maybe, do they get that down and dirty on Hard Knocks? Because we might be able to hear somebody challenging Deuce Vaughn like that. Because I'm telling y'all, bro, whether they show it or not, I understand what happens in the locker room. You best to believe they are at them. They talking at them. They getting at them every day. They like, hey, what you gonna do, daddy's boy? They saying all this type of stuff to him, I'm telling you. They saying all that type of stuff. So he gonna have to be built like that to be able to be ready to go back at these boys. And everything that I've seen from Deuce Vaughn, I believe he is. Like, when you that small of a player, man, you gotta be a dog. It's no other options. Like, he wouldn't have made it to this level of football, even with his daddy being a notable guy in football. He wouldn't have made it to this level if he wasn't like that. You gotta be a dog, a nasty kind of guy to be that small and playing amongst these big dominant players. So I can't wait to see him, man. I really can't. Big Dude 38 said Kelvin Joseph will shine bright like a diamond this year. Mark my words. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Carl Main said he got that dog in him. He really do, man. You don't be that small and just come in and dominate like he did. Like, man, he cut up at Kansas State. Like, he went just a normal running back. That boy went in. Troy Moore said, with the players we have, characters for sure. He said, with the players we have, characters for sure. I think you like doubling down on me saying that they calling them out. That's what it sounds like. But, yeah, I believe so, man. I already know them boys is at them. Just imagine D-Law coming up talking to Deuce Vaughn, man. Come on, man. D-Law up there saying anything. I could just imagine, like, the uncensored version of D-Law. D-Law is kind of a loose cannon while he on camera. So just imagine what he's saying when the cameras ain't on him, man. Hey, I got my guy Choctaw in here doing nursery rhymes. What you got going on this morning, sir? Trap, crack, neck, patty whack, give a dog a bone. Hey, you feeling good this morning, ain't you, man? But what Tommy Montoya said, my Chihuahua is a big fan. She says, hi. What you talking about me? Y'all so wild, man. Chill out. You talk about of Deuce Vaughn because you trying to say he's a small dog. That's what you doing, Tommy. Be nice, sir. Be nice, man. Be nice, Tommy. Yeah, lost of translation. Better not Mike D. Law up. Hey, man, I became a huge D. Law fan when he told that Giants dude. He told that Giants kid, bro, you got on the wrong jersey. I'm sorry. Trap. Now, you know we love the kids. But I just thought that just summed D. Law up so much to me, man. I'm sorry. That was hilarious. Like, hey, kid, get the right jersey. Walking up on me, that was funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. D-Law was like, hey, you ain't rocking the star, sir, so I ain't got time for you. Joe Tranchino in the building, he said, I heard Diggs asked for a 4-year deal worth $81 million. Yeah, that's what I just showed that on the thing. That's pretty much the market, Joe. That's just pretty much the market. You're gonna have to pay what the market is. Like, whatever the market demands, you gotta pay that. That's just how it is. So we're gonna have to see what's going on, man. You gotta pay what the market weigh. If you want a top tier player, you gotta pay for him. You know what I'm saying? If you want the high end 8K TV, you gotta pay for it, don't you? You know what I'm saying? Or you can just go to the flea market or something and get you the one with the big hump in the back. You understand? So when it comes to these players, do you want the 8K TV or you want the one with the hump in the back? Do you want the flow model TV? You got to pay for what you want, man. It is what it is. Yeah, that's his market, HTM. Yeah, might be worth more. Absolutely. If you go and pay him now, you might be good. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. Yeah, pay him right now before the market even get worse, because it's possible the market can get worse for you. Yeah, D-Law said about them kids. Hey, that was like the ultimate troll moment, man. Everybody want to come over here like, he wrong and stuff, man. Hey, I was here for it. I had my popcorn out. Like, hey, go get a better team, kid. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to tell the kids the truth sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I'm just a little crazy. But that was hilarious to me. Bruce says, SD1, I like the idea. 2 sneaky dudes out there. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I'm inside somebody's stuff. Eric Black says, question is, do you pay CD or pay Trayvon? You gotta pay Trayvon though, Eric, because Diggs don't have the 5th year option. So really Trayvon Diggs is a priority right now. CD, you can sweet talk CD and be like, hey man, we got you. We're gonna give you this 5th year just so we can handle Trey, and then we'll spin the block back and take care of you. So you probably can get a little wiggle room out of CD Lamb, but Trayvon Diggs is a priority. Like right now, you need to be signing him as soon as possible. Particularly once this Zeke money clear up. It clear up in June 1st, don't it? HTM, it clear up in June the 1st, right? With the Zeke money, the $20 million or whatever. So once that money clear, y'all really need to be just handing that right over to Trey. Real talk, in my opinion. I think the Zeke money becomes available after June 1st. Correct me if I'm wrong, HTM. I know you know the numbers. Carmaine says, got to go and pay him Parsons next year. Exactly. Oh, it's June 2nd. So, yeah, once that money clear, y'all might as well go on, transfer that, do the deposit, transfer that right to Trayvon Diggs. Because if you want to play him, you got to pay him. Shout out to DeQuincy Coleman, man. So, you tell me you woke up, stretched, brushed your teeth, and then start hating on Dak. Then you went to the gym, or let me know what sequence that was in, man. You know what I'm saying? No, me and DeQuincy gonna have to battle every show. So that's my guy right there. Hey, you know I welcome it though, DeQuincy. So you know I'm a mess with you for sure. Lost in Translation said we going to Golden Corral after the Zeke contract is up. Hey man, hey, that's gonna be a big time check that gonna clear, ain't it? So hey, we gonna see what they do with the money. See, this the only thing. Like I'd be mad if they don't do nothing with the money, cause like we should have just kept Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you don't do nothing, absolutely nothing with the money, it makes no sense. Because the Cowboys, and you already know Dollar Bill Jones going to try to penny pinch anytime he can. You know that. You already know that.
Shut down! Pay no country bum nothing.
This is the most nervous time. Because, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, Diggs ain't going for that. Micah ain't going for that. I think CD a little more quiet. I think CD you might be able to, do the normal Cowboy stuff with CD. But I'm telling you right now, Diggs ain't going and Micah ain't going. So you need to go with them boys. You got to go to them boys with a little more respect, man. I'm telling you. These boys are top players in their position, man. They demand their respect. So I hope the Cowboys don't come in here trying to do this smear campaign like it's politics, trying to get the people to turn on these boys. I don't want to see that. I want to see the truth. You know what I'm saying? Pay them boys and show them respect. You know what I'm saying? I think DQ, good thing we got Dan Quinn here, because I believe Dan Quinn going to be like, hey, man, I know how y'all get down. Y'all just got to pay my guys, man. Just pay my guys. Just pay my guys and don't make them mad. Because think about it, bro. Micah just got through dissing Disney World, man. What you think? Trap. Man, that boy Michael Parsons just dissed Disney World on Twitter. So you think he going to hold his tongue on his money? Man, y'all better get ready. That boy Michael Parsons just dissed Disney World. This boy crazy. Micah said, man, you got to pay all 3 parks. Like, Micah is dissing anything. He is very vocal. He gonna say what he feel. He's not gonna hold his tongue. So please pay that man, because I don't think the Jones want no media smoke with Michael Parsons. I don't think so. He gonna be like a little too out of control. So, man, just pay Micah and quit playing with that boy. I think Trey a little flight risk as well, because he said the boy said he gonna go ball to save money. Yeah, talking about Steve. But look, I think it's probably like the reason I look at Trey like that is because, bro, his brother is a millionaire. Like, and his brother been around the block before, and his brother done got like kind of did wrong by an organization before. So of course Trayvon Diggs ain't gonna sit up there and let his brother get did wrong. I'm sure he's coaching him up, telling him like what to watch for, and I guarantee you, they doing them phone calls like, hey, bro, they might try to do you like this. They might try to do you like that. Because Trayvon Diggs got did wrong while he was a top-tier receiver. And they just traded him all of a sudden. So you best believe he got his brother antennas up, and his brother is a millionaire. All of that right there to me says that he's a possible flight risk. I ain't gonna lie. And he already told you he would love to play with his brother. So, I don't know, man. I hope the Joneses don't come around playing with that boy, because I'm telling you, the money might get funny, and Trayvon Diggs might catch flight. And I know a lot of people might be low on Trey or high on Trey or whatever, but find me a better ball hawk than Trayvon Diggs. Find me one. Trap. Corners ain't even typically ball hawkish type guys. Like, everybody knows, I played receiver many moons ago. So we look at DBs like receivers that can't catch. That's probably what makes you a DB. But Trayvon Diggs had some extenuating circumstances that Alabama wide receiver corps was so loaded that Saban just was like, hey, son, if you want to play, I got a spot for you. Because we loaded that wide receiver, and Trayvon Diggs made a career decision. You know what I'm saying? Trap. So his situation is different. He got recruited to Alabama. As a receiver. So that lets you know how good of a receiver he was. It's just when he got to Alabama as a receiver, that receiver room was wide open. It was super deep. So they just made a career move. So he's not your typical DB. And he's still learning and growing at the position. So just imagine peak Trayvon Diggs, man. Y'all boys, hey, just pay the man, man. Just pay the man. Trap. Absolutely, Carl, man. Built by Bama, man. You already know what's going on, man. Choctaw don't come over here hating either, bro. What Choctaw is? Soon as somebody say something good about the SEC, Choctaw come from out the bushes. My guy Choctaw come out the bushes shooting shots when you say that, man. He don't play that. But yeah, man. Let's see. Bruce got a toss juice says it used to be my before one I had in feature. Hold on, I don't know what you're talking about. You said something about Golden Corral though. I don't know. Am I interrupting your conversation? I thought you was talking to me. My bad, sir. He said, you better not throw it over there. Facts. You know Trey gonna walk away with it. Hey, he got a better shot to catching it than your receiver. Your receiver better be him going up like on a 50-50 type ball against Trey. The best thing you could do against Trayvon is trick him with a double move or something. Like, you rarely see Trayvon Diggs not get super tricked and still get beat. Like, it got to be something like, he got him. That's the only way you get him. You might catch him sleep. You might catch him sleeping or not paying attention, or you just 100% trick him. But now, I think this probably going to be the best year you see from Trayvon Diggs because he won't be able to sleep. He got Stephon Gilmore on the other side, so he going to demand a certain level of respect too. So people going to try Diggs a little more. So you might see the interceptions go up this year again, right? Watch what I tell you. Trap. The reason Diggs didn't have this phenomenal interception year last year is because, hey, why would I throw that way when I can look straight over here at DB2 and I know my receiver is wide open? That's what they was doing all year. Like, humans going to go to path of least resistance. They ain't going to go towards something that's difficult. They looking at Trey like, nah, we gonna love you to sleep, and we gonna throw it at DB2 all game, and then when we catch you slipping, we gonna do a double move and catch it. That's what they want to do to Trey. They didn't want to consistently go at Trey. You don't think they gonna go up? He gonna get more opportunities though, Chata. He gonna definitely get more opportunities because they ain't gonna want to just elect to throw at Stephon Gilmore either. And then when you look at the slot position, Deron Blair sitting there like, try me if you want to. Try me if you want to.
I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones. I'm him, Duncan.
I think they're going to be ready this year. I think Trey interceptions going to go back up. Like, I ain't going to say he getting 11 again. I'm going to say what? I'll say he getting more than he got last year. He might get by 8. He might get 8 or 9 next year. Watch what I tell you. He going to get by 8 or 9. I ain't saying he gonna do what he did 2 years ago. Willie T said if Diggs gets beat when he gets bored in coverage. Exactly. Because look, you want to know what 100% supports that argument right there I just made. What is unquestionable about this argument? Trayvon Diggs, he usually gets beat by no-name receivers most of the time. Trap. Now, don't that support my argument? If Trayvon getting sleepy or getting bored in coverage and then get beat by an unknown dude who ain't did nothing all year, that makes sense. He's not. He be getting caught off guard sometimes. So most of the times you see somebody get him, it be an unknown dude who ain't never did nothing in his life. That right there supports the fact that I said he usually be asleep or not paying attention after a while. And like before you jump on him and criticize him, that's human nature, man. He out there playing 80 plays and then they only target him 2 plays. You ain't gonna be paying as much attention after a while. And then this go on for games. Like the first game, he only get 3 targets. Second game, he only get 2 targets. Like after a while, you gonna start, your mind gonna start wondering, unfortunately. So that right there what supports that. He getting beat by off-brand Dollar General wide receivers. You understand? Trap. And then why you think he's so phenomenal against the big time receivers like Terry McLaurin, Justin Jefferson, people that never beat him. They never beat him. Never. Man, that boy, you might as well put an APB out on Justin Jefferson when they play the Cowboys. You never see them boys cut up on us. Cause Trayvon be locked in. He know he gotta be on his P's and Q's going up against the big people. So if your best bet is to catch him with somebody who he probably just be sleeping on, that's the only bet you got against Trayvon Diggs. Miss Regina said, I think they need to get the bet going again. Offense, defense. You right, Miss Regina. I love that too. That's a good point. I liked that, Miss Regina. That showed a confident team too. Like the offense saying we gonna get more touchdowns, and the defense had betted. I love that competition within the team. I thought that was healthy. Chata says Terry McLaurin QB terrible. Let's be real here. Hey, was he terrible against Darius Slay? Was he terrible against Darius Slay? Because Slay was cooked. Man, Terry McLaurin was cooking Slay with a bad quarterback. So don't diminish your DB because of the quarterback play. Now I give you that. That quarterback is trash like that. He is Bubba Dub. But he cooked Slay. Real talk. Go back and look. Terry McLaurin was cooking Slay. Darius Slay with the Eagles. He was cooking them. So he didn't do that with Trey. That's all I'm saying. He didn't do that with Trey. In neither game. I don't remember Terry McLaurin having a big game on Trey. He said, who don't cook Slay, bro? But let them tell it Chata Slay better than Trey. So let them tell it like, come on now. You know, this is not my ideas. I'm just giving you what the main screen say. You know, they say Slay better than Trey. So we'll see. I'm not fond of him in that manner because he don't do nothing against my team. He said Slay was getting cooked with hot fish grease. I'm telling you, bro, that boy was getting slayed. Slay was getting slayed by Terry McLaurin. And you ain't never seen Terry McLaurin just cut up on the Cowboys like that. I don't recall. I'll say that. Maybe he got one good game against us and it slipped my mind right now. But I don't recall Terry McLaurin ever being a big problem with us. And like I said, privilege is invisible to those who have it. You don't really pay attention to stuff like that when you have the luxury of having a Pro Bowl or all-pro corner like Trayvon Diggs. You don't pay attention to stuff like that. These boys up here showing all these wide receiver combos and stuff. I'm up here looking like, hey, do you know who our corners is? Boy, we got Trayvon Diggs, Stephon Gilmore, and Duran Bland, and possibly, hey, from the news, Kelvin Joseph. Hey, we never know what's going on. Shit. What holds no merit, Chata? Let's see. Bro, his name is Darius. I've been slayed. You so crazy. Hey, don't. So, okay. He ain't the only person that cooked, that Terry McLaurin cooked, though. Terry McLaurin is regarded as a top 10 receiver by most people. Not me. I think he's good. He might be like slightly outside of it. But a lot of people hold Terry McLaurin in high regard. He just don't show up against the Cowboys because of Trayvon Diggs. What did Jamar Chase do against us? Absolutely nothing. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. But I hope y'all come through and spin the block, man. I think I had a good show today. I enjoyed rocking with y'all, man. But we finna have a show with the great Law Nation. Me, HTM Sports, West Coast Cowboy, and Law Nation finna spin the block right back. So y'all make sure y'all come through and show some support, man. We appreciate y'all. And you already know why they hate us, because they ain't us and we are the greatest. You already know why. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, come through and support the movement. Of course, we got Kelvin Joseph in the building tomorrow night at 9. Let's get it.
And this is greatness defined.
We the greatest, baby. Make sure y'all hit that like and share on the way out. We appreciate you. Let's get it. He will be here tomorrow at 9. I never let these boys play me. Let's get it. He will be here tomorrow at 9. Let's get it. 9 p.m. It's a late gate show. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Make sure you hit that like on the way out. I got over 100 people watching. I need over 100 likes ASAP. Please support. Let's go. And if you try to stop, it's PM Chata. He on the late gate scene.
If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how it feels.
Let's get it.
Against the odds, go hard, chase meals, and payouts till you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
And I forgot to tell y'all, I'm gonna do something like the top donators of the week. I'll just start giving y'all, you know, some nefarious hats, or maybe even some landlord sports hats. Let me know if that's what y'all want to do. And until I get it in mass production and try to sell it to y'all. So whoever gets the top donations, you know what I'm saying, throughout the week, I'll just be mailing y'all out hats. If that's what you want, you get to choose from the Nefarious hat. This is my new logo, you know, Nefarious style. And the Landlord Sports hat. Both of them will be available. That's how I'm going to rock it out. The top donators of the week, that's how I'm going to do it. So I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Spin the block back. We finna have Loud Nation on here with us. And I hope everybody have a great day. Let's get it.
Money in my face. Hey, I just blew a bag.
Let's go.
The same day. Hey, ain't no looking bad, bitch. Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but
absolutely, Chata. That's why you my guy. That boy keep an argument loaded up. That boy Chata keep an argument on deck. That's my guy though. Let's get it.
Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.